What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and welcome into the daily read. And the first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would gratefully appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, everybody, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Cancer. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Shout out to our Cancer gang. Shout out to Sierra. Thank you for tuning in here first. Real quick, as always, everybody, if you're interested in getting yourself a personal reading with me, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. That information is in my description box below if you would like to book me there. With that all being said, let me say what's up here to some peeps, and we'll go ahead and get started. Sierra, hello. What's going on, Lady Anne, Queen Star Libra, Taurian Empress? What's going on, Maribel? What's going on, Veronica, Zafira, Jess, Trish? What's poppin', Fawn, Grace, Olivia, Healing Hearts, hello. What's going on, Reptor Racer? What's going on, Catherine, Jess? You said we're all antsy to hear from Anthony, LOL. Glad to hear it, man. Happy to hear from you guys too. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Kayani, Tiger Eye, Miss Mary, Goddess Art? What's going on, guys? Appreciate you all tuning in. Okay, without a further ado, let's get it popping and start it out here with Team Cancer. So what do we got going on? What insight and information is going to be popping on in here, please, for our zodiac signs of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Cancer? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to get about maybe one more shuffle, guys, and we'll see what we got coming up here for ya. Team Cancer. Overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here into the current energy, we have here the Ace of Cups, what it is you're dealing with, Cancer. We have here the Queen of Pentacles, and taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Nine of Cups in the upright position. So let's go ahead and hop on into it and see what's showing up here for you at this time. Cancerian, we begin here first and foremost with that Ace of Wands, and then we pair that here to another ace, the Ace of Cups. I feel like for many of you, you are having a new beginning because you're totally re-envisioning something that you love. I feel like this doesn't have to be a new beginning in love in terms of romance. It could be for some of you, but I think that you're beginning to see, I have a future in front of me with something I love. It could be a new career. It could be a new person. It could be a new kind of path for yourself, whatever the case here may be. But I think a lot of you are beginning to see, I definitely am connected to something new. I'm falling in love with something new, and I'm excited to see where my future can go. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Pentacles. It's time for me to finally do something for me. And indeed it is, Cancer. I don't know necessarily, once again, what it is that's showing up for you that seems like a great new beginning, but I feel like you're really connected to something. Maybe you're connected to a new kind of career path, or a new kind of person, or you're connected to a new kind of lifestyle. Who knows? It's your life, right? But there's something you're newly connected to that you're falling in love with quick. And I think that ultimately you're saying to yourself here with that Queen of Pentacles, I need to do something for myself. Because at the end of the day, I got this life I'm living. I might as well be living it to the best of my ability. Looking at the outcome here, baby, we got here a Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups here says it's time for me to enjoy myself with what I have right in front of me. So Cancer, moving into your next 24 hours, I think you have an opportunity here. You have something you really are interested in, something you're really connected to right in front of you. I think it's time for you guys to go for it. I think it's time for you guys to let yourself have what you want, especially as it's here, and it's time to do what you want for yourself. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about what other people want from you. This is the perfect time, Cancer, to go after what you genuinely want in your life. And I feel like there's an opportunity here for that. So whether it's a new career, whether it's a new person, whether it's a new way of living, a new lifestyle, a new path, I think that if it's showing up here at this time, Cancer, do it for you, because once again, you do deserve not only to enjoy yourself, but also to enjoy your life. Point blank, motherfucking period. So Cancer, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in here anyhow. This Ace of Cups here says, once again, you have something in front of you that you're connected to, something in front of you you're beginning to really love. Let yourself have this, okay, Cancer? Really appreciate you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did start out here with our water signs for the daily read. We're going to do water, earth, fire, and air. Jumping into our earth signs, let's check out the bull gang and see what's popping in here for Team Taurus, all right? What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign here of Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving on into the next 24 hours. What's going to be coming up here, please, for our zodiac sign here of Taurian. Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look, man. Team Taurus. Overall energy for you is going to be the Three of Wands. Hello, you could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look into the current energy, we have here the Justice card, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Star in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for Taurus peeps is going to be the Chariot in the upright position. Now, first and foremost, you got 3 major arcana cards coming up here. You could be connecting with a Cancer, possibly a Libra, or potentially even an Aquarius, so take that if it applies. However, though, we have here that Three of Wands, and we pair that Three of Wands here to the Justice in the upright. What I feel like this is saying for you, Taurus, is that you've been waiting to catch a break. I've been waiting to catch a break. Where the hell is the break, okay? I feel like the break ain't here, you know? I've been dealing with a lot. So where's the balance? Where's the break? It's been a little bit intense. It's been a little bit rough around the edges potentially, okay? Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with. You got here the Star in reverse. You know, I just feel like I haven't been in alignment with my life's mission, in alignment with my path. I just feel like everything's been a little bit bumpy and a little bit rocky. Having a look at the outcome, the Chariot card. The Chariot here says all that is about to change. Taurus, if things have been rough, we're about to move out of that energy, okay? We're about to move forward from those rough times and start moving into more of the balance that you have been seeking here with that Justice card. So I feel like the rough times are about to come to an end. Things are definitely going to level out, balance out for you. And I think that's definitely a great message and great news to hear if it's been a little rough around the edges, right? So Taurian, I do feel like tomorrow marks that day where things start to ease up a little bit, lighten up a little bit, and you're moving into much more of a calmer and more balanced energetic space, okay? So if you've been wondering, why the fuck can't I catch a break? Please let me catch a break, you know? I feel like you're going to finally start to get that break that you've definitely been craving. So seems to be a day where the intensity starts to tone on down and things get a little bit more easier. And of course, once again, with the Justice, a little bit more balanced, all right? So good news coming in here for Tauruses. Take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but let's keep it popping, pushing, baby, and moving forward. So we did our water and our earth, jumping on into the fire, baby. Let's have a look here at Team Sagittarius and go ahead and get it popping. What insight and information, please, is coming on through here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming on into the next 24 hours, please. What's going to be going on here, everybody, with the zodiac sign here of Sagittarius. Moving on into tomorrow. Team Saggy, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle, and we'll see what's coming up in the mix for you, okay? Sagittarius. Overall energy here for you guys is the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Pisces for a few of you. Looking into the current energy, we have here the Four of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, we have here the Strength card, and looking at the outcome, Sagittarius, is going to be the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. So let's go ahead here and take a look. Team Sagittarius. Hangman card showing up here, Four of Wands showing up here as well. I think that you are in a good space, but I also feel like you want more. And I think that you're feeling a little bit stuck. It's like, I have good things, Four of Wands, I have a stable environment, I have a stable job, I have a stable husband, I have a stable life, but why do I still want more? Because you're human. You're not a greedy person for wanting more growth and expansion. I think a lot of people sometimes feel guilty, right? They're like, I don't know, I have everything I need really, but I still want more. Well, at the end of the day, the human experience is always a strive to be the best you can be and a strive to attain the most amazing lifestyle you can. So there's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself. There's nothing, necessarily wrong with wanting to grow. So I feel like you've been feeling a little bit stuck here. I have a good life, I have good things, but I just don't feel like I'm progressing. I don't want to feel like I've peaked. And a lot of people feel that way. Some people feel that way with a certain age. Some people feel that way in certain limits when they hit certain milestones they hit in their career. Some people feel that way in their relationships, right? But life is nothing more than just peaks and plateaus. When there are plateaus, that also means inevitably there's going to be a peak again. So for any Sagittarian watching, I think you've been a little bit pulled back looking at what you're dealing with here, the Strength card. I don't know, I just feel like there isn't progression. I don't know what I should be investing into. I don't know how much more growth there is in a situation for me. Well, when we think in that kind of terminology, that's the experience we're going to get. Because remember, we are only limited by the limitations we set upon ourselves. One of my favorite quotes I say all the time is, a limited life a limited mind is a limited life, but a person who thinks freely is abundant. And I really mean when I say that, because your world is limitless in reference to how limitless you make it. But when you start limiting yourself in your beliefs, that is where you're going to resonate vibrationally and in your physical reality. So for Sagittarian peeps who are watching, if you feel like you've peaked in your career and there's no more growth you can attain, then that's the kind of limitation you've casted upon yourself. Maybe open up yourself to a more limitless type of mentality and say, you know what? Maybe I haven't peaked. Maybe I can be the boss. Maybe I can be the CEO. Maybe I can make $1 million. Maybe I can make 10 million. Who knows? Let the sky be the limit in your relationship. You know, me and my partner have been together 10 years and, you know, maybe this is the best it's ever going to get. Why can't it be amazing? Why can't it get better each and every single year that you pass another milestone with your person? A limited mind is a limited life, but a person who thinks freely is abundant. The more that we can stop having these limitations set upon ourselves, the more we're going to stop feeling stuck. Hangman card. So right now you're asking yourself, where do I invest my energy? Where do I invest my thoughts? Where do I invest my time? If you want more growth and expansion, envision yourself having more growth and expansion. Envision where you are as not the peak per se, but start opening up your mind to the fact that you can go so much further than where you're currently at. And the moment you start opening up that belief and start opening up your mind to this, you're going to see yourself gaining new situations, manifesting new situations. You're going to see yourself peaking even more. So don't keep yourself stuck with the current belief system that you have. All right, Sagittarius, I love you. Of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in here anyhow. Much love and appreciation to you, okay? All right, baby. Guys, we have done our fire. We've done the water and the earth. Let's go ahead and hop on into our air signs and check out Team Aquarius, baby. Moving on into tomorrow. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, please. What do we got going on here for Team Aquarius? Moving into tomorrow. Aqua, baby. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on. Aquarius, overall energy for you is the Chariot. You might be dealing here possibly with a Cancer for a few of you. Taking a look into the current energy, Queen of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with here, Aqua, we got an Ace of Cups in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Moon in the reverse position too. Aquarius, as far as what I'm picking up on for you, you could be connecting here with a Cancer. You might be dealing with a Pisces as well, with that Moon card making an appearance. Now, you have here a Chariot, and then once again you're going to pair that to a Queen of Swords in reverse. It does look to me like right now you are kind of cutting ties in terms of communication with somebody. I think that right now you're just looking at moving forward, not talking to somebody anymore, kind of distancing yourself. I do feel like in reference to whom or whatever it is you're dealing with, there's a massive disconnect showing up here in how you feel. Ace of Cups reverse typically represents unrequited love, or it does represent a disconnect in general, meaning you don't feel connected to a person, you don't feel connected to a thing, you don't feel connected to a job or a situation, etc. I feel like emotionally, your heart's just not in something anymore. That's what I'm hearing. Your heart's just not in it. Maybe your heart's just not in this relationship, it's not in this job, it's not in this lifestyle or this path, and that's okay. I think a lot of the time we kind of push ourselves to stay where we are because it's a environment we're used to. It's an environment that's comfortable. And keep in mind, we can be comfortable in environments that we don't necessarily like just because we're used to it, right? However, Aquarius, your heart's not in whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, a job, etc. So you have to let yourself spread your wings and fly. And I think that you're realizing that. The Chariot's all about that. It's all about jumping on, that Chariot and keeping it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. What's that next destination we can go to? This destination is not where I want to be anymore, so it's time to travel in my life and see what comes next. So Aquarians, I think that if your heart's not in something anymore, it's time for you to move on, and don't hesitate to do so. As comfortable as you can be somewhere, even if it's not inherently where you want to be, you deserve to spread your wings and fly and see where, essentially, after setting sail, that next destination is, because there's always another destination moving forward in life, all right? So don't hesitate to do that. Allow yourself to move forward. If your heart's not in it, that's okay. Find where your heart connects to or what your heart connects to next, okay? All right, Aqua, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in, baby, all right? All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and keep it moving forward. We have touched base here with our first batch of Zodiacs. We'll be hopping into batch number 2 here momentarily, okay? All right, everybody. What's going on, Diamond Wolf? How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by here tonight. Hey, Renee. You said greetings. Thank you, Aunt, and God bless you all. Likewise to you. Thank you for tuning in, love. Really, really appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We did start out with water. We did Cancer here first today, so we're going to hop on into Pisces here in a sec. Okay, guys? By the way, of course, everybody, if you are enjoying today's video, hit that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you. So let's jump on into the Pisces and see what we got going on. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the fish? Message is coming in here for Team Pisces. Moving into tomorrow. Team Pisces, one more shuffle incoming, and we'll take a look here and see what we got going on. Beginning with your overall energy, you have here a King of Pentacles. Cool. You could be connecting here possibly with a Earth sign like a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, you have here a 7 of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. You have here a 4 of Cups reversed, and looking at the outcome, Pisces, is going to be the Lovers card coming out here for you as well. Gemini energy with that Lovers card coming on in. First things first, King of Pentacles here paired to the 7 of Cups in reverse. I do feel like there is something very specific that you find quite abundant in your life. And I feel like for you, you're kind of asking yourself this question, okay, I'm really abundant here, but why am I not abundant there? You know, I have a great romantic relationship, but why don't I have a great career and secured future? I have a great career, why don't I have a great romantic relationship, right? Keep in mind, those are just two examples. It's not necessarily what the story is describing, but it's saying, I'm doing so well in one area of my life, why not the other area? Now, you're definitely thankful that you're doing great in certain areas in your life, but I think that you're at a point where you're beginning to kind of ignore the other areas because you're feeling like those areas are a lack of success. Here's what I want to relay to you, Pisces. If you can have greatness in one area of your life, you can have greatness in all areas of your life. If you can have a great partner, you can have a great job, you can have a great family, you can have great friendships, you can have a great personality, you can have it all. But when you're focusing on saying, well, I have just this one good thing, and everything else seems kind of crappy, when we get caught in that kind of mentality, we're not going to try so hard to improve those things that aren't going so well. We're just going to pin it with that label and say, well, this area of my life sucks. And then we start to get demotivated and we start to do nothing about it. The truth is, though, is that if you did so great in one area of life, you can do so great in all areas, but you need to open up your mind to that. Because the moment you start downplaying everything else and you start downplaying your capabilities, you're never going to take the steps to create success in those areas. I remember I used to have great success in love, but terrible success in money. Then I started to realize if I can have great success in love, if I can be a great people person in real life, then I can also utilize those skills to have a great success in money. So then I started to push the belief that if I'm great here, I can be great everywhere, and I started creating a completely different lifestyle for myself. But when I wasn't in that mindset, I was constantly saying, well, all these other areas of my life suck. Okay? So the point here is that you have success and you have the capability of it. But you can't just limit yourself to one area over the other. It's time for you to recognize if I can have one good success, I can have all success. And when you open yourself up to that mindset, that's definitely what you can begin to create. So Pisces, I need you guys to hear that message, okay? Because truly, you are more capable than you know. All right, Pisces, I love you. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our beautiful fish. We're going to hop on into our earth signs here next, okay? All right, guys. So we did Taurus last time. Let's go ahead here and hop on into Virgo and see what we got going on. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. Let's go ahead here and take a look, all right? What insight and information, please, is going to be popping on in here for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus zodiac coming into the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Virgo? Moving on into tomorrow. Team Virgo, let's see what's up. Overall energy coming into play for you is the Two of Cups in reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Taking a look into the current energy, we have here the Page of Wands. What it is you're dealing with here, guys, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome, everybody, is going to be the Fool in the reverse position as well. Taking a look here so far for the Virgo gang, I definitely see with the Two of Cups reversed here, you're feeling detached and disconnected. I think right now you're seeking something new. Current energy is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a miniature version of the Ace of Wands. You don't quite yet have a secured new beginning, but you're looking for something new. You're excited. You're all about trying to find something new in life. So I think a lot of you are ready here to kind of leave behind the old life and jump on into the new life. Maybe you want to walk away from your romantic partner and search for new love, or leave behind the crappy job you hate and find something fulfilling. And I totally understand where you're coming from. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, Three of Swords reversed, it's like I'm hearing from Virgos, I'm just over it, you know? I'm over my man, I'm over my job, I'm over my friends, I'm over where I live. You know, you want a new sense of connection to something exciting in life, and I do want to say there's nothing wrong with that. But looking at the outcome, I feel like you're not taking that leap of faith. Fool in reverse. I feel like you're not yet taking that leap of faith, because right now you're thinking I feel a little bit too logical. Page of Wands here says, I get excited imagining and dreaming about something new, but at the same time, if I don't have something new right in front of me, why would I walk away from what I have? I think that right now you should tap more into your sacral chakra, your creativity, your excitement, tap more into the solar plexus, your confidence. I think this is the time right now to tap more into the energies of getting creative with the kind of life you want to live, because you can manifest that for yourself. But you have to be willing to, you know, kind of cultivate a plan of what you want to do so that you can start moving it in action. You know, right now, Page of Wands says, I'm just excited for something new. But if you don't necessarily know what that new thing is, take the time to explore. If you want a new job, take the time to look in career fields you'd like to be a part of. And once you find something that you are really interested in, make a plan, start making moves towards that career, and then you can make that new beginning you can make the Page of Wands, become the Ace of Wands, where that new beginning can be a secured new future. You know, if you're unhappy in your love life, go out and meet new people, connect with people. When you find somebody you actually want to settle down with, then go for it, cultivate a plan, and make that happen. However, right now, you're just not taking action. I feel like you're just dreaming about something new, but not taking the action to actually make something new come to life. If you don't know what you want, you need to give yourself the opportunity to explore what is out there. And if you know what you want and it's in the crosshairs of your life, this is the time to take action towards it, because you will never move into that new energy unless you actually take the action to get there. Okay, so right now, if you're detached and you want to leave your old life behind, you may not know what you want your new life to be, but anything seems exciting, then take the time to figure it out. Go out there and explore. If you know what you want, start taking that action plan and taking those steps today so that you can make that new beginning happen. All right, guys, I love you, Virgo. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, baby. Thank you, everybody, for tuning on in. So we have touched base here, y'all, with our beautiful Earth. We've also touched base with the water. Let's jump back into the fire and take a look here at the Ram fam. Let's see what we got going on here for our Aries gang. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for our beautiful Aries gang? Let's go ahead here, guys, and check it out. We're going to get about maybe one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for ya. Aries, taking a look here at the overall energy, you do begin here with the Nine of Cups. You might be connecting here with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Looking into the current energy, we have here the Strength card, what it is you're dealing with, everybody. We have here the Two of Wands. And looking at the outcome, Aries, is going to be the Three of Swords in the upright position. Aries, I kind of feel, with the Nine of Cups showing up here and the Strength card, by the way, Strength card is Leo energy, but I feel like you are fulfilled, but there's still, and I talked about this with another zodiac sign today, I already forgot who it was, but you're fulfilled, but there's still more that I feel like you want to attain. The Strength card here says, I feel like I haven't pushed myself past the limit. I haven't pushed myself to where I want to be just yet. Two of Wands says there's more out there for me to explore. Even though I have a lot of good things, I don't feel like I have everything I need yet. And I think you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself too, because looking at the outcome here, Three of Swords here is representative of like, I don't know, I just feel so far detached from where I want to be, even though I've made so much progress. And it's upsetting to you. It's like I'm fulfilled, but I'm not. I have what I wanted, but it's not everything. And here's the thing. You have so much time to build the life you want for yourself. I don't give a fuck if you're 90 years old right now watching this reading. You still got time to build the life you want for yourself. And if you're an Aries who's watching, there's nothing wrong with wanting more progress. But the thing about life is life will always be a goal. You'll complete the goal, and then in comes another one, right? So let's say we have a goal to create financial stability. Boom, we created financial stability. Well, now I want to have a family. Boom, we have a family. Well, now I want a beach house in Malibu. Boom, now we got a beach house in Malibu. Well, I got a goal here to work towards this. There's always going to be a nonstop cycle of goals in life. Fulfillment is the ability to take in the fact that you've completed those goals and actually give yourself the chance to enjoy them. How many times do people meet the goal they're looking for and then realize that they enjoy the journey more than the result? Because most people usually tend to get to where they want to be, but then automatically set sail for the next destination. They don't actually allow themselves time to enjoy what they work so hard to attain. You know, if you work so hard to attain your financial stability, enjoy your financial stability. If you work so hard to attain a family, enjoy your family. If you work so hard to get that beach house in Malibu, baby, you better be going to that beach house in Malibu every fucking summer and enjoying it and living it up. It's okay to set another goal in the future, but when we get to the goals that we desire to get to, give yourself the time to actually enjoy them before we move to that next step. I think not only will that create more fulfillment in your life, but it will make you realize that you can do anything you set your mind to. So therefore, if you want growth and expansion, of course you can have growth and expansion. But I feel like right now, you need to let yourself enjoy what you've built. Because you're constantly pushing for more and more, but pushing for more and more means nothing if you can't enjoy it when you get there. All right, Aries? So try to enjoy what you've built so far, and then you'll still have much more time to build so much more. All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, of course, for tuning in. Much love and appreciation here to my Ram fam. So, everybody, we've done our fire, we've done the water and the earth. Up next will be our air signs, okay? So give me a second, and then we'll hop on into it, everybody. All right, y'all. Jumping into air signs, we've touched base with Aquarius. Let's go ahead over here and take a look here at Gemini and see what we got going on, okay? What insight and information, please? It's going to be showing up for our zodiac signs of the Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What's going on here for the Gems? Moving on into tomorrow, Team Gemini, let's go ahead here and see what's up. Having a look here at our overall energy, we have here a Six of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy, Gemini, we have here the Ace of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. We have the Empress in reverse. Oh boy, looking at the outcome, Gemini, Three of Swords coming into play here for you too. I think you're upset because you feel like there's attention that's not being focused on you when it should be. If you're in a relationship, you might feel like your partner is never quite paying attention to you or being mindful of what you're looking for, being mindful of what you're feeling, or mindful of what you need. Maybe you feel this way in friendships. Maybe you feel this way in work. And it's like, why do I feel like a ghost when I'm present to the connections I have in front of me? You know, I think that that's something that makes you feel very upset, hurt, and disappointed, and that seems to be the kind of energy that you're facing and dealing with here at this time. I want to throw this out here for you. If you're dealing with people who make you feel like a ghost, ghost them. And I'm going to say that incredibly bluntly. If you're dealing with people who don't want to pay attention to you, who don't want to check in with you, who don't want to understand how you feel, who don't want to just know how your day's going, why the fuck are you dealing with those kind of people to begin with? And by the way, I'm not here yelling at you, Gemini. I'm here telling you, you deserve fucking better. I used to have friendships where I carried the fucking friendship, okay? Like Call of Duty, where I carry the fucking team, right? I would carry the friendship. I would be the person constantly saying, hey, you want to hang out? Oh, no, not today. Oh, okay, maybe next time. Next weekend rolls around. Hey, you want to go hit the bar tonight? Yeah, sure. They come out. I carry the conversation. Maybe I carry the tab, I pay for the drinks, right? I had to realize in my life, there was a lot of relationships I dealt with where it just seemed like the people I was dealing with didn't give a fuck. Like if I just stopped talking to them, they'd probably never reach back out to me again. Then I started testing that theory. I stopped reaching out to those people. I stopped checking in on them in ways that I would have hoped they would have checked in on me. I stopped making a fucking effort. And the moment that I stopped, I realized they're not hitting me back. They're not reaching out to me. Oh shit, I guess it is true that they never really cared. And then I started to associate with the people who actually would meet me halfway, who would actually put in the same amount of energy that I put into them right back on into me, because I deserved equal give and take connections with people. I deserved it in my love life. I deserved it in my friendships. I deserved it in everything, especially even career. I deserved it as well. There was a career I was a part of where I never felt like I was appreciated, where I never felt like my boss actually liked the efforts I put in. So I said, fuck this. If my efforts aren't appreciated, peace sign. Okay. And I got the fuck out. So for any Geminis who are watching right now that are currently feeling this way, if you feel like a ghost, ghost them, because you deserve to feel like you are present as you are being present with them. You deserve to be recognized for your efforts, and those efforts that you put in deserve to be sent right back to you. Okay? As hurtful as it may be at this time, as difficult as it may be at this time, you will inevitably find somebody who resonates with you when you make sure that you don't tolerate people who are not giving you what you give them. The moment you start to X out those people in your life, you're going to find the people who actually resonate with you and are willing to put forth an effort. Okay? I love you, Gemini. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in here. Anyhow, of course, as always, much love and appreciation to you. All right, guys? All right, baby. We have done our second batch of signs here, everybody. We're going to get into our last and our final batch here shortly. Nonetheless, I hope you're all enjoying the daily reading here today. Thank you for tuning in. It's appreciated, y'all. And if you are here and you haven't hit that like button yet, hit the like button, guys. Really helps out here on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, what's going on, Danielle? Hello, hello. How are you? What's going on, Amanda M? You're very welcome. Thank you for watching. What's up, Honey Meadows? Hello. How's everybody doing here, man? I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for tuning in, dude. All right, guys. Give me one more moment, and then we'll hop on into the rest of the signs. Coming up next is going to be Team Scorpio, okay? Can't believe the retrograde's about to end, y'all. This retrograde has felt long and drawn out. It goes direct tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm pretty sure the retrograde goes direct tomorrow. We'll still have the post period, which is like another 2 weeks of like the after shadow of Mercury, but I believe that it's direct tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But if I am, somebody please do let me know, okay? All right, guys. Let's get back into it. We're going to take a look here at Scorpio and see what is up. So let's go ahead here and check it out. What insight and information is going to be showing up here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Scorpio? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead over here and check it out. Team Scorpio, taking a look here at the overall energy for you, we have here the Hangman card. You could be connecting here possibly with a Pisces for a few of you. Taking a look into the current energy, King of Cups, looking at what it is you're dealing with, guys. Two of Cups, looking at the outcome for you, we have here the Devil in reverse. I think that you're having a light bulb moment moving into your next 24 hours where you're coming to the realization of this is what I need to communicate emotionally. If you have felt like you've been stuck or chewing or choking on your words, having a hard time in the throat chakra here, kind of expressing what you've needed to express, tomorrow feels like a day filled with expression, Scorpio, okay? I think a lot of you are going to be opening up your throat chakra here, communicating what's on your mind, especially what's going on with you emotionally. And I feel like you're going to be conveying that to somebody very important, somebody very close to you, okay? Looking at what you're dealing with here, Two of Cups, that is representative here of somebody you have a close connection to. And what's beautiful here is looking at the outcome, we have here the Devil in reverse, which is representative here as well of negativity being cleared, any sort of ill will being cleared, any sort of bad vibes being cleared, right? So I think that for Scorpios, if you've had something on your mind, or if you had any sort of emotional things going on that you haven't communicated, it's going to be a great day for, you know, conflict resolution. It's going to be a great day to clear the air with somebody. It's going to be a great day to bury the hatchet and get to a point where you can express yourself and move into a better place with somebody. And I think that the main factor of what had put you in a bit of a rough or odd spot with somebody was maybe you having a difficult time communicating your emotions. But tomorrow seems like one of those days where communication just comes out so clearly and you get on the same page with someone. So it looks to me like if there's been any sort of weird energy between you and someone, things here are working out for you. And you're having that realization moment of how you can communicate what you're feeling, and you're not feeling stuck anymore or choked up anymore. So it's going to be a great energetic and emotional release coming in here for Scorpios as well. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing showing up here for you. I love it. Take that if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't, but let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, okay? All right, baby. So we have done all the water. Let's go ahead and hop back into our earth signs, and let's check out Team Capricorn and see what we got going on here for the Cappuccino gang, okay? What insight and information, baby, is coming on through here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus moving into your next 24 hours. What's going on here, please, for the Cappuccinos, everybody? Messages coming in for Team Capricorn. Moving on into the next 24. Capricorn, I'm feeling about 2 more shuffles before we continue. You're welcome, Sierra. No worries. And let's go ahead over here and see. Interesting energy, Cappy. Overall energy for you, 7 of Wands reversed. Letting down the veil is what I'm feeling for you. If you have been restricting people from accessing your energy, if you have been kind of pushing people away, I feel like you're becoming very open in your next 24 hours. Current energy here, 3 of Cups reversed. What you're dealing with, guys, Queen of Cups, looking at the outcome for you here as well, 4 of Cups. I think you've been restricting a lot within yourself, Capricorn. It kind of feels to me like you've been bottling up your feelings and emotions. And I think tomorrow, somebody here with a very nurturing and loving energy kind of comes towards you and says, hey, what is going on? You know, maybe this is a family member, maybe this is a friend, maybe this is a romantic partner, but I feel like you are getting to the point where you're like, you know what? I've ignored so much within me, 4 of Cups. I've bottled up so much within me. I've ignored so much of the things that were happening around me. And I'm finally ready to kind of have that emotional release. It's a very emotional day for many people tomorrow, I've noticed so far in the readings. But I think that for you, Capricorn, you've been bottling up and pushing away your feelings and pushing away all the things happening and pushing away people. And you're like, I just can't wear my armor anymore. You know, I just can't have this veil, you know, that's been in between me and everything else going on anymore. It's time to drop that veil, and it's time to open up about the fact that maybe I have been upset about things. 3 of Cups reversed. Maybe I have been upset about the way things are going in my life, or the way things are going in my relationship, or the way things are going in my career, and I need to voice how I feel about that. And I feel like somebody's coming in here once again with a very nurturing energy, Queen of Cups, listening to you, being a good emotional support for you. So Capricorn, quick word to the wise. If you have a lot that you need to get off your chest and you know there's a great emotional support person in your life, don't hesitate to speak to them tomorrow. I feel like they're going to end up approaching you, but however, if they don't be afraid to reach out to them. Don't be afraid to communicate what's going on here emotionally, because I feel like it's going to be a great day here for release, but you have to take that initiative to release in the first place. So if you are a Capricorn and you've been dealing with a lot lately and you've had a lot bottled up, it's a great day to let it out. But if you're choosing not to, you're going to deal with the same repetitive cycle where you're just going to keep bottling up more and more and more until you're prone to explosion. And usually that's a little bit messy, right? However, though, if you take the initiative to let out what you're dealing with emotionally tomorrow, it's going to be a heck of a good day. And I think that you have a lot of support people in your life that will be there for you. And even if they don't reach out to you, reach out to them. Don't worry about taking the initiative, because if you allow yourself to have this release, you're going to be feeling a heck of a lot better, not just moving into tomorrow, but moving into the next couple of weeks, okay? So Capricorns, keep that in mind. Great day for release tomorrow. If you've been bottling up a lot, it's okay to let it out. All right, Cappy. All right, baby. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really love and appreciate you. All right. All right, everybody. We have done all the water. We have done all the earth. Let's go ahead and hop back into our fire, and let's check out our Leo gang, man. Hopefully the Leos are doing great. Team Leo, let's see what's up, baby. What do we got going on here for our zodiac sign here? Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming on in. To the next 24 hours, please. What's going on for Team Leo? Moving on into tomorrow, Leo gang. Let's go ahead and see what's up. Overall energy for Leo, 3 of Cups reverse coming out here for you. Interesting. Current energy, though. Hello, Knight of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Outcome, the Emperor. Leo is saying, I am not dealing with the drama. I am not dealing with the bullshit. I am not dealing with the toxicity. Don't loop me in the mix. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Leo, you are detaching yourself from a bit of a messy situation is what it seems like here to me. This could be within the family sector, your friendships, or even your romantic relationship. Who knows? But Leo says, fuck this shit. I'm out with that Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like right now you're not on the same page with somebody. Somebody here is bringing in an energy that you're not going to resonate with, and they're trying to. Remember that saying, misery loves company. I feel like somebody here is trying to make you the company to their misery, but you're just not going to budge. Leos, right now you have the ability to decide whether or not you give in, or you don't. Unfortunately, you're not in control of what other people choose to do. Emperor reverse, you're not in control of the energy people present you, but you are in control of whether or not you resonate with that energy. Every day you have a choice. Somebody here could say something mean to you. You can choose to resonate with their negative energy, or you can choose to say, fuck that. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to attach that energy onto myself. I'm not going to put energy into their statement or belief into their statement, right? So I think right now there's something coming up here that you just don't want to be a part of. Maybe you have a friend who's going through something and they're trying to drag you into it. Maybe you have somebody here who's trying to put you down and you're just not getting involved in it. But Leos, I feel like right now you're just staying away from drama. You're staying away from negativity. You're staying away from what I'm hearing is bullshit, because it's not what you want to involve yourself in. I have a choice in the matter, and I'm going to make sure my choice is heard. Period. And I love that for you. So Leos, don't give your energy, or more so give in to the negative energy other people try to give you. You have a choice in the matter on whether or not you do that. You don't have to give yourself, or more so give in to anybody's negative energy. You can choose to say, this ain't what I resonate with, and you can keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. All right? Interesting, guys. Yeah. I don't know, Leo. It's not a very descriptive reading, so sorry about that. But essentially, somebody here I feel is in a miserable place, and misery loves company, but you're just not going to be company to that misery, and genuinely, I don't blame you, okay? All right, Leo gang, let's go ahead and keep it moving forward. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you, all right? Maybe somebody's a bit of a crabby person or a crab ass tomorrow, but Leos, you're not going to be dealing with that. You ain't got time for that, okay? All right, guys. Up next is going to be our last but not least zodiac tonight, and that's going to be Team Libra, so we're going to be getting it popping momentarily. Olivia said, Aunt, you're telling my life. My husband loves when I bite back. I'm not budging. I don't like his energy. There you go. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, too, like, not saying this is your husband, by the way, but the truth is that there's people who love to feed off of negative responses. There's people who love to feed off of negative energy. And if you just don't give in, inevitably you weaken them. And the more you choose not to give in, the more weak they become, right? So that's why it's so important to stay in your light. It's so important to stay in your high vibrations, because when people try to drag you there and realize that they can't, they eventually stop trying, right? And it's a perfect way to counter those negative vibes and negative people. So always something to remember. You always have a choice in the matter. Don't give in, especially when you don't have to, all right? All right, guys. Team Libra, you are up. Let's go ahead and take a look at you. Hopefully we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff nonetheless, but let's see what we got going on here, baby. What's up, Jessica? Just in time for Libra. Hell yeah, baby. What do we got going on, everybody, for our zodiac signs of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24. What's going to be showing up here, please, for Team Libra? Moving on into tomorrow, Libra, you guys have a very, very quick shuffle. Let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty and see what is going on. Overall energy for you is the Four of Cups. Libras are ignoring somebody, tuning somebody out. Having a look at the current energy, world in reverse, what you're dealing with, y'all. We got here the Empress in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you, we do have here as well the Seven of Swords. Why do I keep hearing a song and a dance? Someone here might be playing the same song and the same dance. I think that right now someone is just not growing, and you're finding yourself stuck in the same situation over and over again. The Seven of Swords says someone here is not being genuine about actually changing. Someone's not being genuine about actually trying to grow. So they'll hit you with the same song and the same dance, but they're not about their actions and they're not about results. Okay? Four of Cups says, fuck this, I'm ignoring it. I just don't want to sit there and keep putting faith into somebody who's not actually going to do anything about it. So I understand where you're coming from. You know, I'm the kind of person where action speaks volumes. And if somebody that you're dealing with here is not going to take that action, I'm not going to keep listening to the same thing over and over and over again. I feel like I had this reading for you yesterday. If it wasn't your reading yesterday, Libra, someone definitely had a reading like this. Some other zodiac. But yeah, you know, Zafira said in the comments, yep, excuses. It is excuses, right? You know, how many times can you keep hearing that same old song and dance? So you're not falling for it. You're not falling for the deception. Looking at the Four of Cups, once again, you're kind of ignoring this person in this situation. You know, I think that with the world reverse, you're saying here, this person's never going to change unless they actually show me the change. And unfortunately, Empress reversed, they're not doing anything about it at all. And there's been literally zero growth. Okay. So with that being said, I'm not going to fall for the same old song and the same old dance. Either actually be about the action. You know, you can keep on talking the talk, but until you walk the walk, you're not getting anything out of me. Point blank, motherfucking period, Libra. Absolutely. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but definitely get what you're coming from or where you're coming from. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to my Libra gang. Now, real quick, guys, before we actually end off this reading today, I want to bring out my Oracle deck for you guys. We'll do a quick Aries through Pisces message. I want to take a look and see retrograde specific. Let me go ahead and pull these cards out for you real quick. I want to see retrograde specific, you know, what you guys need to focus on. Now that Mercury retrograde is coming to an end, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what the main thing to focus on is for each and every single person. You know, in one case, maybe it's friendship for some of you, right? So we're just going to do a quick card pull, one card pull for every zodiac sign before we end it off. So let's go ahead and hop on into it, okay? Let's take a look here at Aries, man. Starting out with the Ram fam. What do they need to focus on now that Mercury retrograde is coming to a close? What do we have here for Aries? Let's go ahead here and see, guys. Aries, what do you got? You got relationships. This says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Love it. I definitely feel like for you, Aries, this is the time to revamp your relationships, to pay more close attention to people who are serving you for a higher purpose and who are serving in your highest of good. You know, if you've kind of gone through the gutter a little bit in your relationships in your life throughout this retrograde, you know, I think that it's been a pretty big eye-opening experience on who you should associate with versus who you shouldn't. So be mindful of the relationships you're investing in. Be mindful of the people you're around, because if they're not serving you for your highest good, are these kinds of people necessarily worth having relationships with? So I think that's definitely something pretty major here to focus on, okay? Moving along here forward, we're going to hop into Taurus and see what's coming up for you. So Taurus, now that this retrograde's coming to a close, what do you need to focus on throughout this time? And what do we got? We got here patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Absolutely, Taurus. I think focusing on patience is very important. Patience is indeed a virtue. But I think that it's super important for you guys to do this. You know, right now, you might be seeing where your life is at and you might be frustrated saying, I'm not where I want to be, but divine timing is always something that plays a very important role. I think that the more patient you can be and the more faith you can put into the fact that everything's working out for you so beautifully, the better things are going to be for you. And I think that the more happier you're going to be in the end and more grateful you're going to be in the end when you see the plan finally come to its full construction. So Taurus's patience here is definitely something to focus on moving forward. You know, try not to get too upset that you're not where you want to be, because you're still in the process of getting there, okay? It's like, imagine taking a boat to a destination. You know, the destination might take a while to get to, but you're on the boat and you're on the route to get there. So just focus on being patient enough and inevitably you will arrive at your destination, right? 100%. By the way, Fawn, thank you for the 149. Appreciate you. Hopping on into Geminis. Let's see what we're going to focus on here now that this Mercury retrograde is coming to an ending here. By the way, Geminis are ruled by Mercury, so let's see what your focal point is going to be. And what do we got here for Gemini? Humor. Hello, Geminis. This says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Gemini, have you been a little bit too serious during this retrograde? Has life felt too intense and too serious? It's time to have a little bit more humor. See the humorous side of life. Laugh, joke around, don't take shit a little bit too seriously, okay? I definitely feel like the more that you can focus on the lighter side of life, the more of a lighter experience you're going to have, especially if things have been heavy. There can be humor found in everything, and the more that you can give yourself that opportunity to enjoy life in a little more lighthearted manner, I think the better things are going to be, so definitely something cool here for you guys to focus on. Jumping on into Cancer, what do we got for Cancer here? What do they need to focus on now that the retrograde's coming to a close? What do Cancers need to focus on? And what do we got? We got here service. I feel good when I can help others. Cancer. Definitely a time where you can be of assistance to other people, but I also feel like this message is about being of assistance to yourself, because remember, how can we be of assistance to others? Well, first, we need to be of assistance to ourselves. So Cancers, remind yourselves and remember, when you want to be of service to other people, you also need to be in service to yourself first. You need to fill your cup first before you can fill the cup of others. I think that if you focus on that, moving forward, now that this retrograde is coming to a close, it's going to benefit not only other people, but it's going to benefit you too. So Cancer, of course, we got the service card, but remember, you need to fill your cup first, okay? All right, guys, jumping on into Leo. Let's see what you got to focus on here, babe. What do we got for Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do they need to focus on now that the retrograde is over? Leo, we have here honesty. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Now, this is not to say that you've been dishonest, but I think that being more honest with yourself is definitely a pretty big highlighted message on where you need to focus. I think that the more that you can focus on having these conversations with yourself, on having an honest conversation with yourself about where you're at, the more honest and blunt you can be, the more you can actually do something about it. I think that maybe some of you Leos watching have been knowing the truth of where you are, but kind of pushing it to the side. I feel like this card is saying be brutally honest where you're at all times so that you can do something about it rather than brush it off, okay? So definitely something to think about. Focus on honesty. Focus on having these honest conversations with yourself and realizing where you're at in your path so that you can create change rather than kind of ignore situations that you might not be totally happy with, okay? All right, Leo, let's jump on into Virgo, babes. What do we got for Virgo here? What do our Virgos need to focus on now that the retrograde is coming to a close? Hello, self-esteem jumped right out for you. This says, I possess the gift of the soul that benefit sorry, I can't read that through the camera, guys. My bad. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Absolutely. I think your self-esteem here is a pretty big focus. If you have felt like you've had low self-esteem, if you have felt like you've had no self-esteem, Virgo, this is the perfect time to start raising your vibration and reinstalling and reinforcing confidence back in yourself again. You know, I've been there. I've definitely had a lot of moments in my life where I've had super low self-esteem, especially when I was a heck of a lot younger. But you got to realize that you're a very capable person, Virgo. You're capable of more than you can imagine. Take a look at your value. Recognize you have it. So many other people in your life see the value in you, but if you're not seeing it in yourself, then that value goes to waste. So focus on self-esteem and on improving it, and recognize that there is value in everyone, and that also includes you because you are a part of everyone, okay? Keeping it moving forward. Let's go ahead and jump into Libra. Libra, what do you got to focus on here now that the retrograde's coming to a close? Let's see what we got for you, Libra. Libra, we have here judgment. Heyo. It says, I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. Definitely be more mindful of judgment now. You know, try to focus on not judging a book by its cover, but other than that, Libra, try to focus on the types of judgment that you make within your own personal life. I think that right now is the perfect time to make sure that you are really thinking through the decisions that you are going through with and the decisions that you're making. So for any Libra who's watching, judgment is definitely a good focal point now that the retrograde's coming to a close. close. Pay more attention. Make sure that you are gauging your decisions in a manner where you're really thinking things through. And I feel like that's going to be a really big benefit and help for you. Try to avoid being impulsive or avoid any sort of impulsivity in general. And really judging situations carefully will be your greatest asset. Okay? All right, though, Libra, hopping on into Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What do we got for Scorpio here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do our Scorpios need to focus on now that the retrograde's coming to a close? Scorpio, we have here growth, baby. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yes, I love that, Scorps. Definitely the time here to grow, man. I think that this retrograde, you've spent a lot of time taking a look at what's been keeping you stuck. I've seen it in the readings for sure, Scorpio, very often about how stuck you have felt. I think I even saw it today. I saw the Hangman card today in your reading. But you've been feeling stuck. And I think right now is the time for you to realize that you're not stuck at all. You are not tied and bound to where you are. You are a limitless being that can do infinite things. And if you want to grow and expand, you need to focus on not only expanding, you know, in regards to the types of actions that you take, but you have to expand your consciousness. You have to raise your consciousness, right? This is about saying a limited mind is a limited life, but a person who thinks freely is abundant. By opening yourself up to the fact that you can do anything, growth will follow through for you. The more that you can believe in your capabilities, the more you will actually see yourself succeed. So definitely a really great thing to focus on. Okay, moving on forward, guys. Let's jump into Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's your main thing to focus on here now that the retrograde is coming to a close? What do we got here for Sagittarius? We have envy. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I think if you've been, and keep in mind, I don't feel like this is necessarily envy, but I think if you're a Sagittarius who's been looking at other people throughout this retrograde saying, why does it feel like they have it easier? Why do I feel like my challenges are harder? You know, I think it's good to remember that everybody has challenges. Everybody's always got something going on. And it might feel like you got more going on. It might feel like other people are better off than you. But you're only seeing what's on the surface and not what's beneath the surface. You know? Like, people can look at a person who's happy as fuck, and on the inside they can be struggling and drowning in a lot of pain. And you might not even be aware of that. So what you may see in others may not always be the full story. And I think that maybe some of you this retrograde have been addressing the fact that you've been struggling. And if you have, that's been okay. It's okay to struggle. But know that everyone's going through that struggle too, and you're not alone. So at the end of the day, for any Sagittarians who are watching this, try to take that focus away from other people. Know that they're going through it with you too. And focus on what you can do to better your life in the way that is going to make you the happiest. If you can get in that energy, you're going to start to make a lot of shifts. Okay? I love you, Saggy. Let's keep it moving forward. Let's hop on into Capricorn, man. Capricorn, what's going on? What are we focusing on here now that the retrograde's coming to an ending, okay? We already got a card that flipped over, Cappy, and that is going to be empathy. All right, Capricorn. This card here says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Throughout this retrograde, maybe you've been tunnel visioned. Maybe you've been very focused on one thing specifically or seeing something from one specific angle. I think the universe is trying to say the lesson here is to open yourself up to seeing things differently, to seeing the other side of situations. And not only will it provide more insight, but when you back up from the picture, you get to see the full picture rather than just a pixel, right? So for any Capricorns that are watching, I definitely think that the more you can focus to being more aware of the other side of situations, the better the perspective you receive will be, and the better the situation will become. So if you find yourself kind of tunnel visioned, I think that being a little more open to everything else right now is really going to help you out. All right, Capricorn. All right, babes, moving on forward. Let's get into Aquarius. Aquarius, guys, what do we got to focus on for you now that the retrograde's coming to an ending? What do our Aquarian peeps need to focus on? And we got here for Aquarius, worry. It says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And isn't that right, Aquarius? Worry doesn't change an outcome. Fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. Okay? I think it's very important to remember that our worries are nothing more than tapping into the fear, and fear is not, at the end of the day, gonna be what the outcome is. The more we worry about our outcomes, the more that we stagnate ourselves and stress ourselves out when we could be focusing on how to make our outcomes better. You know, when you find yourself slipping into fear, try to focus on slipping into the energy of possibility rather than the worst case possibility. What's the best case possibility? Instead of looking at something moving in a negative direction, why don't we imagine it in a positive direction? Because just as much as we can fear something going wrong, something can also go very beautifully. Something can also go very amazingly, right? So the more we kind of take ourselves away from worry is the more that we can start to focus on how we're going to make something amazing and we can execute it properly. So I think that focusing on moving away from worry and more into the realm of possibility is going to be something that aids you quite well. Okay? All right, guys, and with that being said, hopping on into Pisces, man, you are the last but not least sign. Let's see what you guys have to focus on now that this retrograde's coming to an end. What do we have here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Piscean, we have here adversity. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Pisces, this retrograde might have been a challenge for you. And you might have been saying, I'm so tired of one thing after the other happening, and it's been frustrating. Why can't things just be easy? Maybe those are words that have come out of your mouth. Who knows? But I've learned in life, when the times get tough and when the times get challenging, that's when the change is about to really begin and happen. That's when the good stuff is about to really come in. But when we avoid adversity, when we avoid any sort of challenges and we're not trying to overcome all of them, and we're kind of just saying, well, life sucks and nothing's going our way, what ends up happening is we're stunting our growth. We get thrown challenges because those challenges are actually there for our growth, okay? So the more you can focus on adversity, the more you can focus on overcoming challenges, Piscean, the better things are going to be for you going forward. Look at the challenges or the struggle as opportunities for growth, because when you overcome them, you have grown as a person. So the more we can tap into that, the more growth we can have, okay? Don't look at it as there's too much happening. I can't do this. I can't do that. Overcome the challenges that you face in your life, and you will grow into a better person. You will grow more into the person that you want to be. Okay? Look at challenges as an opportunity, because it's always going to be there to push you in order to help you grow. All right, guys, that is what I have here for all the signs regarding what to focus on now that the retrograde here is coming to an end. I thought that would be a cool bit to add to the end of the reading here today, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that one. But with that all being said, everybody, guys, thank you for coming out here to tonight's daily reading. Much love and appreciation to all of you guys as always. Thank you so much. As always, guys, if you do want to get yourselves a personal reading, you can visit my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. That is going to be linked down in the description box below. Other than that, though, guys, if you're new, subscribe. I would love to have you. If you are here, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to go rest up and enjoy the rest of my night. Thank you guys for coming out and spending time with me, and I will catch you all in the next video. Guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all, and peace. Been fighting ways to get away. See you again.